Got any favorite disturbing films written by women? I sure do. First, we got Chained by Jennifer Lynch. It's about this little boy named Rabbit, and one day him and his mama are out and they get in this taxi. But this taxi driver is a bad dude, and he ends up kidnapping them both. And eventually, Rabbit sees this man take out his mother. Rabbit's scared because he thinks he's gonna be harmed next, but he's not. Instead, this man keeps him as his prodigy. He raises him as his, son in a way. This boy is being raised by this man, and he's witnessing violence against women firsthand. And at the end, you're stuck with the question, but you kind of know the answer. It's like, damn, the cycle of abuse is going to continue. All right, and then next we got 13, and I love 13 because this was written by Catherine Hardwicke and Nikki Reed. Now, Catherine directed the film, but she co-wrote this film with Nikki. Nikki was inspired to tell this story when she witnessed her friends being arrested when she was 13 years old. 13 is about Tracy, and Tracy's a good girl until she meets this girl named Evie. Evie shows her a lifestyle that this girl has been craving. She doesn't want to be a good girl no more, and we start seeing Tracy go down a bad path. I can't praise it enough, and the way it tells the story with the colors, Catherine wasn't playing. I was obsessed with the outfits. This movie scared me straight. Alright, then next we got Dumplings. Now, the story Dumplings was written by Lillian Lee. However, the film was directed by Fruit Chan. So the movie's about this older woman, and she's going through a bit of a crisis right now. You see, her husband's having this affair with a younger woman. So to improve her looks, she goes to this woman who sells these special dumplings. And these dumplings are supposed to put the pep back into your step. Skin's gonna be tighter, you're gonna be more beautiful. However, you're eating babies. Inside the dumplings is choppity chop chop chop. We were first introduced to dumplings in this horror anthology film called The XIII Extreme. I'm a fan of the full movie version ending. And that's when she gets revenge on her husband and the mistress. All horror girlies love this next one, so I don't think it's a surprise, but definitely American Mary. So, American Mary is directed and written by Jen and Sylvia Soska. The movie's about this med student who really needs some money. And to pay her bills, she gets into the body modification business, but the black market side of it. You know, underground, illegal. She doesn't fully have her medical license. Now, I've been a fan of Katharine Isabelle ever since Ginger Snaps, which I always say is by far my favorite horror movie of all time. But there's just something extra delicious about her in American Mary. Lastly, Blink Twice. Zoe Kravitz, you dirty dog. I need you back with a second film. Do you know how good Blink Twice was? Let me tell you, we could give Oscars for just scenes. I would give it to Channing Tatum for the I'm sorry monologue. Because he's saying I'm sorry, and the more he says it, the more it loses its meaning. He has a lot to be sorry for, but he's not sorry. So here are your sorries. Oh, it's good, Zoe. I love when women do disturbing movies. They do it right every time.